Alrighty, back again. And let's just go over, just review some basic other properties that we talked about already. So we have 2 to the third power times 2 to the fourth power. Okay. So we have the same base and the operation is multiplication. So what do we do with the exponents? Correct, we add them. So this is the same thing as saying 2 to the third power plus 4, which is the same thing as saying 2 to the seventh power. And that's an actual number. So what is 2 to the seventh power? Well, that's just multiplying 2 by itself 7 times. What do you get as the answer? Right, correct. So the answer is going to be 8 and 16. Which is 128. Right? Now here we have 2 to the fifth power times 2 to the negative 3. Again, we have the same basis. The operation is multiplication, so we add the exponents. However, one of the exponents is a negative. Don't worry. It's the same way how you do everything, like how you did it before in middle school. So this would be 2 to the fifth plus negative 3. Okay. We can rewrite this as saying 2 to the fifth minus 3. And that's just going to be 2 squared, which we know that that is going to equal 4. So let's talk about something else that's kind of similar to what we just did. Okay? Because we can rewrite that over again. We can say 2 to the fifth times 2 to the negative 3. We can say that's the same thing as 2 to the fifth divided by 2 to the third power. Why am I doing 2 to the third power? What property tells me that I can put the 2 to the third power at the bottom? It's correct, the negative exponent property. Okay. So remember, anytime you have a negative exponent, you're just going to bring it down to the denominator. Okay. So in that case, you got 2 to the fifth power divided by 2 to the third power. Okay. And in this case, like we just stated before, this is going to be 2 to the fifth minus 3, which is just 2 squared, which, like I said, we know that's 4. So basically what we're saying is that anytime that you have a number, a to the m divided by a to the n, that's the same thing as just subtracting the two exponents. And this property is what we would call the quotient property. Okay. Alrighty, that's going to end tonight's video. Hopefully you guys have took some good notes. If you want to continue with the rest of the properties, you can, or you could just wait till we talk about them the next day tomorrow in class.